Voldy versus Miri in a best of 3. Crackety, we even get a little splash in a pond in this series. And
Oh no.
wait, why, why does Knights Templar, what?
So 2 things. We got Holy Island and Knights Templar, and Valdemar did not pick House of Lancaster even though it wasn't banned on his side.
Yeah, I'm... Huh? Is Byzantine a good answer to... Like, I'm trying to figure out why you just wouldn't want it.
Like, he prio picked English as well. I think he's just going full comfort picks here.
Yeah, but so the prior English pick is kind of funky to me because I've seen House of Lancaster try to deal with Knights Templar on Holy Island. It doesn't look good. And, like, technically, House of Lancaster is just as good on water as English, technically. Because they both have Admiralty. They don't have any wood
paid
buff.
10%. Yeah, they both pay 10% less for
like,
their ships.
Arguably, Lancaster's a little bit better, at least for the sheep gathering at the start, to get a better feudal timing. So, like, and I also think, by the way, like on Holy Island, if there's a 4 tree spawn, I actually kind of rate the Lords of Lancaster better than the King. Because, like, you have to build so much just to get him to leave, right? So, I'm curious to know, like, what the prior pick is for English. Maybe Valdemar is just an ethical gamer, and he is sick to death of House of Lancaster.
I think you can also just... Something that could be interesting with House of Lancaster is just starting off with, like, a couple of ships on water, and then full-on transitioning into the manors instead.
Especially on this map, because I think people have gotten really good on Holy Island and not just losing the game because they're off of water. I think, actually, the way the meta is developed around Holy Island has made it, by far, the best water map in the game. Because water doesn't just decide a game anymore. I've seen that so frequently recently.
Yeah. I think if you just make, like, 2 ships, like 1 archer ship, 1 springle ship, then you just stop investing into water completely, just going into manors instead.
I can see that.
Like,
and it's like, it's kind of a debate feeling.
So much into water, then.
You know what's sick as well is you don't necessarily realize your opponent has done it because when you play against English, for example, if they're a boat down, you think they're just going Admiralty.
Yeah. That's the thing as well. Like, you're gathering a lot of gold for the upgrades on the manors and for, like, the Devi lands they're levying. Surely that's Admiralty.
Yeah, it must be. Like, there's no way he's just going land at 10 minutes.
Suddenly, there's, like, 8 Demi lances inside your base. 7, 8 minutes into the game.
And you're struggling your chin going, I really should have suspected something when he built a castle instead of the Abbey of Kings.
Yeah. The Abbey of Kings is also really good because you just can't block it out with a spearman immediately. You gotta make archers, but archers cost wood.
It's like, the other thing that's interesting here, by the way, I was just thinking about this. Delhi versus Byzantines, I feel like people usually quite like Delhi, but honestly, there's a build for Byzantines that I'm a really big fan of. I think the new system buff made it better. It's the longbow route, where you go all 3 unit types. So longbow, limitane, horseman. And you actually have a pretty good kind of...
Island.
No, Dry Arabia. We're like Byzantine... Crackety, calm down. I know we're memeing at House Lancaster. Byzantines is not getting picked there. This is not a B game.
Yeah, we're looking at the current game. Okay.
Yeah. I'm moving it across because we are less than a minute away. But Byzantines, I quite like that like longbow horseman limitane build against Delhi. So like, if you play it well, I actually think you can crack the Delhi timing.
Yeah, I agree. I think Byzantines in general has like a kind of soft counter-ish relationship to Delhi, if you can get the timings in correctly. I think against players like Vortex or Lucifron can still be tough, but in general, like in theory, it works quite well. But let's jump right into that one. So we get Myriad playing as a... Oh my god, thank you, Myriad. Picking Byzantines and purple.
Yeah, and he doesn't use purple for every civ. This is roleplay.
Yeah.
And it's so confusing when you cast a series of Myriad because he will change color between games. What a Chad. All these other cows like, I like yellow or I like red. Nope. Myriad knows it's all about the roleplay.
That's the thing. You play pink with House of Lancaster, red with Knights Templar.
Whoa, pink with Lancaster? Not red?
No,
Bro.
pink.
Red.
No, you can't have red there as well if you want to pick red with Knight Templar.
If you've seen a Warwolf Trebuchet, you know it's red. All right, chat can decide this for about. Like I say, Warwolf Trebuchet plus the Lords of Lancaster has to be red. Okay, is that... Wait, that isn't even optimal. That isn't touching the stone, right?
It's not.
I mean,
don't think
you're Delhi.
I mean, you don't want to get stone anyways until Castle Age.
Why has he placed the mining camp like that then? Maybe for... Oh, I guess if you feel threatened, you can get an outpost up.
Yeah.
But also, it does bait the bronze level gamers into thinking like you're going to TC.
Looks a little bit like an AI base.
It does. Valdemar, like, what does VES stand for? Is it some sort of like... We know what it really stands for, but is it some sort of like AI company? What would that even be called? Voldy's Electronic Systems?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's the
it needs to be
AI.
more. It needs to be more like saying the word synergy in a business meeting if you want to be an AI company, you know? Like for example, you could imagine an AI company called Clarity.
Yeah.
Vision Electric Systems. There you go.
Ooh, there we go, yeah.
Yeah, Valdemar recently joined Volda, by the way. They've been stacking up the boys. They got Anatan before him. They've had Mahodo. They've got... who else? Coach-wise. Yeah, they've got Dragavan,
Matisse.
and then coach-wise, they've got Matisse. Anyone else? Like, are we just... Because was it 5 there? We get one more, we can field a whole Pokemon crew.
Ramen?
Ramen? There you go.
MSN?
So now we just need to... yeah, we said Anatan already.
MSN, not Anatan.
Oh, MSN. Okay. Yeah, MSN's with them as well. Okay, so illegal for a Pokemon roster. I don't know what sport can have 7 people. I don't know sports that well, Crackety. I don't know if you noticed this. I spend a lot of hours in front of a PC.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, KP. It's similar for me.
We can field 2 Rocket League rosters, and Matisse can coach them both.
Apparently, you can play netball with 7 people.
I should know that. My partner's obsessed with netball. Basketball's...
There you go.
Is basketball 7 as well?
I think basketball's less.
6? Yeah, 7 sounds like a lot. Alright, we have got the standard play, by the way. Grand Winery and Dome of Faith. There's nothing crazily different happening right now.
It's
the key detail we're going to be looking for is if Myriad goes for Lombos.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these 2 pictures.
We're going to show you the last Byzantine Delhi game and this one, and we want you guys to tell us what is different between the 2. He's building a house on the gold.
All right, so
basketball's 5.
Yeah, 5
really?
on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
So I remember, like in basketball, there's like barely. It feels like there's barely like a lot of people from each other's team.
Do you ever feel like
okay?
Do you ever feel like when you watch basketball, you're like, wow, that's a tiny court, and then you try it yourself and you're just out of breath. You're like, oh god, how are they doing this?
Not with basketball, with handball.
It's like the speed they play at compared to the speed we'd play at is the equivalent of playing a normal Civ and then playing Delhi or Byzantines and producing units.
It's the difference between easy AI and absurd AI.
Right? Like these
I swear
are
they're cheating, dude. They're teleporting across the field.
That's true. Like the Myriad's numbers don't make sense right now. There's no way he has 20 villages. It's almost like he has 22.
Almost.
Wait a second.
Wait, does Valdemar have 2 mills, or is that 1? Okay, no, it is just 1 mill, and he is prioritizing professional scouts.
Yeah, players have stopped doing the two mil. I don't think it matters unless your opponent pro scouts. So with that kind of dying off for a lot of civs, it's not as much of a priority anymore from what I've been seeing. They'd rather just save the 50 wood.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because I feel like I guess, no, if you get wheelbarrow, it's fine. I was going to say, if you had a build that didn't have wheelbarrow, then it makes more sense, because the saved time from not walking as much would make it worthwhile. You ever realize, like, the intricacies of RTSs, and especially AoE4 with the slower pace, makes us sound like really big nerds?
In what
Ever had that
sense?
realization? Like, because I just mentioned, yeah. So if you drop the mill so slightly closer, because wheelbarrow if it's not there, and then that'll lead to like
it's a numbers game,
two
right?
less resources. Yeah, but it's I just thought about it, it's kind of comical because you have other RTSs that
the reason why he's going off of stone now is he wants a resource for other things. There's a certain timing to
Okay, that's that.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't. Yeah, because if he goes onto the stone more, he's going to miss out on his timing by the mercenaries by 2.78 seconds. It is not worth it. Thank you.
That's a lot of raiding going on right now. These guys are raiders. Are getting a lot of the villagers here kind of weak for Myriad. He did a nice job walling the front side, meaning that Valdemar, he always has to go around the wood lines. Now walling off the other side here. That's going to be really good for him if he gets set up. But we're getting to that point in time where the scholars should just about start moving out for Valdemar now. There they are.
Yeah, and Myriad is not present on the map, and he has gone for the javelin build.
Interesting.
Yeah, funny thing, like, you will get the initial edge of being up against archers. This used to be a lot harder for Byzantines back in the TOV meta. Because Tower Victory was just, like, comical. You're like, I have javelins. Yeah, we don't care. You just get Gatling gun down. You're like, but I don't get it. But I don't get it, Crackety. I meant to counter him. Yeah, but do you shoot faster?
Works.
Once again, it's like watching me play basketball versus watching LeBron.
Yeah. Proska's also almost finished for Valdemar now. And he's getting all through. Oh, look at that. He's even walling in the sacred sites. Nice.
I thought
Myriad parallel walls.
Yeah, I thought Myriad might try to do like a kind of deer shove in. I noticed Byzantines were starting to do that in the Pro Scouts meta, just get it off the map. Now it's just a vulnerability you have to try and guard. There we go. Triple sacred site locked in. Valdemar is usually a stickler for being as efficient as possible and walling sacred sites. I don't know if you've noticed that, but we talk about nerdy things. I think he genuinely picks up a tape measurer and checks.
Actually, not at all. Like in
not at all.
Yeah, previously, like his walls have been all over the place, all the sacred sites.
Really?
Yeah.
I must be
recently.
I think I'm watching the games where so like recently though he has been full on it.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, I think
like legitimately within the last month, I want to say.
I think he just gets one of those like I forget what they're called, the right angle corner things. Double check.
Oh no, Myriad, you moved out too far.
Wait, what? Oh,
deadly.
He's got the tree line. It can somewhat be hugged, but I just don't think there's enough Limitana here.
Yeah, and the healing there as well helps a lot, but actually only lost a single javelin throw so far. I don't know. I'm not sure why he didn't pounce with the Ghazi Raiders. Like,
I think Valdemar got 2 Ghazis low and kind of freaked out, which is crazy. I would happily trade 2 Ghazi for 2 javelins here.
Yeah, and then you can clean up the entire army. That's crazy not going for that fight. Looks like he's thinking about it now.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, this Ghazi is so replicatable. It's like trading, I don't know, a Voltorb for a shiny Charizard. In an instant, Crackety. In an instant.
Dude, it's so tough for me because for some reason, they actually localized Pokemon names.
Wait, really? So, wait, is it not called Voltorb?
All Pokemon have other names in Germany.
What's a Voltorb?
Yeah, what is a Voltorb? Let me quickly look at that.
The one that looks like a Pokeball
is that the
explodes.
Ball?
Yeah, the one that explodes. I didn't realize Germany just had all the names different. I thought maybe some.
Yeah. German and Spanish, okay.
Oy. Okay, so the Ghazi peeled away. That's a bit better from Valdemar. The Limitana count's just a lot better, though.
Yeah. It's looking good right now.
Yeah, he's brute forcing.
Voltorb is Voltoball.
Voltoball,
yeah.
Voltoball. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like more aggressive. Like, if Pokemon were real, if this is real life, like, you'd aggressively throw a Voltorb at someone until it explodes. Like, just, like, yelling Voltorb doesn't sound as aggressive as Voltoball in their face,
I mean, looking at the situation right now, Valdemar, I wouldn't be surprised if he just started pulling villagers to gold again and just age up. He's got so many scholars right now. He could get technologies in really, really quickly.
Yeah, and his Ghazi count just doesn't... I don't know, man. I feel like he missed his timing with the Ghazi. And you have still got 2 Sacred Sites. I agree. I think the tech up is too good. Also, Myriad done it very different. He didn't rush 5 cisterns, so his economy is not as much of a threat as the Byzantines normally are.
On top of that, Myriad, he's only got 5 javelin throws out at the moment.
Yeah, that once again kind of comes back to the cistern timing. I think he also didn't optimally gather on the berries. He was quite delayed. Yeah, there you go. He went 6 olive groves. Hello, Ghazi.
This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I'm not sure if he can defend.
No, he's got fortification. He's got
fortification. That's great. That's good.
That's sick.
That's a really good play.
Okay, so Valdemar, this is not an ideal fight now. He has created the space to get the sacred sites again. This man is relentless, though. He's gonna keep sending it.
Yeah, he's putting the goggles on again.
Dive, dive, dive.
3 javelin throwers remaining. A couple of low HP archers there, though.
Wait, was he popped? No, definitely not. Like, the javelin timing just looks so bad.
Really bad. Yeah. I mean, Grant, he lost a lot of the javelin throwers earlier in the engagements. There we go. Next couple of javelin throwers are back in.
Great. Just in time for us to not have any spearmen to defend us. Oy, oy, oy.
I think it's holdable. Wait, actually, never mind. Dude, that's 50 military units.
I looked up, I was like, really, Krakeny? This is holdable?
I mean, the front side, yeah, but only because Valdemar doesn't have his units there. There's like a steady stream of units that Valdemar hasn't hotkeyed into his control group yet, from looks like.
This is like, you know, used to like Starship Troopers. You know when they go into the little outpost and they get completely ambushed? It's like going, yeah, this is holdable. We got this. There's only like 1 million of them. Oh my god, a Myriad.
True, dude. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank. At this point in time, just get a market and buy olive oil to get more javelin throws.
I was about to say, it's like, I've got all this gold. Can I hire mercenaries? What do you mean they only accept oil? I mean, you're the only one that can trade in it, so...
Yeah, it's gonna look really rough now. I don't think he can keep those villagers alive on the berries. We're just gonna have to evacuate on the woodline as well.
Yep, idle time worth it alone. This is where you just go castle. It's such a big lead. The scholars are here as well, so even if this dive fails, he just pulls back and picks up all the relics, but the dive is not failing. This is just a swarm and overwhelm.
Well. It's just not enough javelin throws. You can't one-shot the archers.
After our comments in the Delhi-Denmark game, this is appropriate that a Danish person is taking the healthcare system to the extreme. Like, that's minimum deaths. Ghazi were the thing that got wiped out, but... You know, like, I don't think they have veterinary care, so that makes sense.
Oh no, the jumps! Oh no. He sent the wrong unit forward.
I mean...
Yeah, there's nothing left army-wise. H-Up's coming in soon behind this as well.
I think the moment the H-Up comes in, he'll just call that. Like, he might think, okay, this is everything, he's got nothing behind it, so if I clear this up with a TC, I'm good to go. But the TC doesn't exactly
kill. Use Agrotoy defense and just surround the units here with villagers.
I have him! I've done it! I've done it! No. No. Valdemar, early opening win. It's actually kind of a bit comical as well, because Myriad, I usually think that Delhi is like one of his highest coveted and prioritized picks in drafts. So opening the series, beating him with it, has to be a bit of a sore sting.
I don't know about that. Because Valdemar's also a little bit of a Delhi demon.
True. Then again... Wait, did Valdemar get the KT or was it Myriad?
Myriad's got KT.
Okay, so we've got a competitive series here.
Yeah, I mean, next one's definitely gonna be Holy Island, right? And that should be a guaranteed victory.
What if you just didn't go Holy Island next?
What if you just lose?
I mean, you've got to win 2 games now
Turn
anyway.
down a free victory.
Yeah, but it makes it feel even better. You're like, wow, what a comeback story. Look at this.
No, the thing is, you play the next game and then you drag it out. You play Knights Templar, you really drag it out, you really make your opponent feel the loss, really demoralize them.
You know what you do? You get such a big lead, and then when you start having your pilgrims come out, you wall them in and don't let them out until you've got 60 boats sailing to the sacred site.
Yeah.
We need it. Thumbnails are important. So to sound very British about this, yeah, this is pretty chalked right now. Myriad, I guess the good news is when your economy is this small, Golden Tower actually gives you a lot of effective economy in production.
Yeah. True. All
right, be honest. Would you have GG'd by now, Crackety?
Yes.
Even if you only had Myriad's vision?
Yeah. I mean, it's 3 sacred sites. I know I've lost a ton of villagers. Yeah. And tech advantage with Delhi, where you haven't really killed any scholars so far. Chance upgrades are coming in super quick.
But when was the last time you watched 300, the movie? Because I think Myriad watched it this morning.
Not long ago, actually.
Oh, okay. I guess you watched it through to the end, and Myriad didn't. But finally he's going to realize at the end. GG comes out. Game 1 to Voldy.
All right. We got to see that Knights Templar Civ pick now. It's got to be...
Flipping time,
Delhi
baby.
Is still such a... This is my personal opinion, but I think Delhi's such a fiend civ.
I don't think it's reasonable. I think Delhi and Byzantines were the 2 biggest victors from nerfing Pro Scouts by far.
Yeah. I mean, Byzantines is still really good. It's just that Delhi is on another level. I like Delhi much more when they had to move out to the map for like berries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now they just slowly get Pro Scouts and they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. Oh, look. What a surprise pick here. We are going to Holy Island.
Didn't expect it.
Nope. Never would have seen it coming. And oh, look. What a surprising pick here. Valdemar has English.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of only leaves open China or Abbasid for Frisian Marshes, and I think Valdemar's the kind of guy to pick Abbasid there. I know Valdemar is, like, it's a really big comfort pick for him, Abbasid there. Mm-hmm. Especially when the only open civilizations for your opponent are Mali and Juji. It's just a safe play to pick Abbasid, because if your opponent picks Mali, you don't necessarily want to be China.
Yeah. And the Sushi pick, I could see Sushi being realistic for Myriad on that map, actually. He
needs to.
Yeah, there's like a very interesting timing there with mass sheep that you can blow up. So, how do you do this as English? I wonder if you just full feign on water and send it on land.
I think you gotta try and get a timing in with Admiralty. Like, can't beat them in quantity, beat them in quality, just shuffle back and forward.
Oh, apparently I need to turn you up. Can you just go higher in your chair? Yeah.
Can you turn me up, KP, please?
Yeah. Hey, is this turning you up?
Is this turning me up? Dude, I'm getting turned up. Speaking of turning up, though, let's turn up to the next game. Wait, what?
Let's see if English can turn up and actually get a surprising win. Knights Templar is meant to be an auto win here. That's all I've got. Yeah. So we go game 3, right?
That's game set. Game set. I mean, Admiralty's broken, right? Admiralty as a technology is broken. The issue is that it's associated with a civilization that isn't broken.
Got it. So he should have picked House of Lancaster.
Would have been better. He had it open.
I would be curious as this thought process why no House of Lancaster, because we were talking about this. Like, it was there on offer, and compared to English,
I talked about when I said like the type of civilizations that Valdemar picked. It's purely comfort picks for him.
Yeah, I think that's the correct way of looking at it. Because like if I was envisioning Lancaster instead of English here, it feels a lot better for the Bowman idea. I think harassment-wise, Lords of Lancaster do surprisingly well. You still have all the water perks you would have as English. So yeah, I agree. I think it's just like familiarity. I think that summarizes Valdemar very well. He's a very methodical thinker. There is a comfort to the way that he talks about the game and plays the game. He likes to be in the zone that he is wholly familiar with.
Yeah. Now, that might mean that sometimes the things that he does, the things that he picks, the things that he says aren't that optimal, but in the end, like, he's got a game plan for the civs that he picks, and maybe he's got a game plan to beat out the Knights Templar. I don't think it's, from what I've seen so far, viable to try and beat out the Knights Templar on a water map.
What?
We'll see.
Surely not. Like, what's so broken about Knights Templar and Water Crackety? Is it the pilgrims or the wood gathering?
KP, I'm glad you asked. Now, if I was in charge of production, I could quickly pull up the graph that I made, highlighting the income on wood from the Knights Templar compared to other civilizations. It's really good. It's good income. Really good. No need to upgrade anything. They're just baseline. Really good.
And then on top of that, let's not forget the fact that they have Dark Age town centers. And how do you offset the issue of losing villager production from teching? Have extra town centers.
Free gold.
Gold too. Like, and then, like, we're not done there. Why? Why does that bonus exist? Kingdom of France. Crazy one for you here, folks. Not sure how many people realize this, but it increases the production rate of fishing boats and military boats.
Wait, fishing boats as well?
Yeah.
Oh, well, great. Makes sense.
It seems. Yep. I mean, it's
Wait,
a bonus.
does it affect traders as well? Okay, so 30 seconds there. And
you don't have traders.
Yeah, true. You actually don't have traders. It's crazy.
Well, you do have traders, but like.
Yeah, just not like water traders. I thought, okay, yeah, you don't get traders on land, but I've actually never played Knights Templar on water so far. I just looked at them and was like, okay, yeah, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Like when you're in a game and you have 10 more boats than your opponent, you're attacking while they're stuck in the field age at 15 minutes, you know everything you need to.
That's pretty good.
Okay, there we go. So Council Hall, it is going to be focused on land pressure, I think. I think you have to.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, I would have actually kind of preferred...
Yeoman.
The king.
Just say it. Just say yeoman.
No,
oh, sorry.
I
you
would have
meant in
preferred
English.
I would have preferred the king, honestly, mainly because you are also a lot more flexible with like when you want to hit and run on the different sides. The thing is that Council Hall can kind of easily get countered out by just making archers, which is optimal for Knights Templar anyway.
Or Chevalier Concher, which is also accessible.
Yeah, it also works, but that's less optimal. That's a lot more resources per unit that you got to spend. Meanwhile, like you're already like the gold is something that I think you want to spend on other things. On water, for example. Archers are just so easy for Knights Templar to go into.
Alright, hear me out. Easy. It's a bait upon the bait. So we talked about the idea of looking like you're playing water and playing land. But this looks like you're playing land. So if I scout this out as Myriad, I'm like, oh, it's going to be 5 longbows. So I'm prepping something to defend against, like outposts to start with.
Maybe,
by the way,
maybe not.
if you go outpost, you have to go like double outpost anyway. So like, what if now Valdemar is just Admiralty rush? No longbows at all. He's macroing for longbows.
Yeah, it's longbows. He knows that he has to do something different. Valdemar at the same time, he's not getting any ships in at all.
Nope, and Myriad already has 2 because Knights Templar really like their wood. They like their wood so much that actually what they didn't write in the books is back in the Crusades, the Middle East actually used to be a fully fledged forest. It was like the Amazonian jungle of the Middle East, Crackety, until the Knights Templar came through with their lumberjack axes.
Okay, never mind. He actually did open with a stable, and he is getting a Chevalier out. And that's also going to work really nicely. Valdemar, he's only committing to a single longbow. Longbow might actually be able to kill that Pilgrim, though right now all he's doing is make him run faster.
Run! Run! Run!
Ooh,
okay, he's not saying money. Wait. It's going to be tight.
To the water.
So, ready?
He's
Pilgrim.
not making him.
No, he's... Wait. Valdemar's... Wait. The ball! The ball!
Boar!
He actually went for the ball. I wondered. Yep!
Oh, he gets him.
All right, no transformer mode activated. So there was something really important that could have happened there. It didn't. That's important, though. Oh, what? He loses the villager, loses the boat. And he built an archer ship.
Ooh, and yeah, I mean, losing the Hulk there. How did he even lose that Hulk? Was there already like a demo ship there?
It must have been. Because, this is the thing. Valdemar has to micro the longbow.
And now he's getting pulled off of gold.
Yep. He's got... this is a sick timing.
Yeah, I mean, what's he got to do now? He can't get gold. He can't make, like, any more demo ships then. Yeah, he's going to have to go into the barracks play now.
There's a second Chevalier coming. Longbow is still here. He is... All right, this is not a Longbow anymore. This is a Hunter from World of Warcraft. He's got a pet. Wait, he's pulled him away? All right, here we go, guys. So, very important thing about to happen here. Pilgrim transforms into... It's taking a long time. Bow.
That's not the transformer noise.
We ran out of money. Looks so peaceful as well.
Oh, archer ship already losing some HP. Oh, that's... Yeah, an archer ship isn't going to return anytime soon.
No, and that was a demo ship coming the other way. Just look at the difference in military and water right now.
Look at the difference in the income on wood. And now gold coming in as well. Oh, gets the archer ship though.
That's going to open the way for the demo. Second archer ship is going to be there, but it's being repaired right now. And Chevalier are hopping in on land. Spearman Ratchet is going to be there. Another archer ship goes down. Myriad, doing a good job of applying pressure here, minimizing access that Valdemar has.
Yeah, Valdemar is getting some spearmen out though. And yeah, these aren't knights. They don't two-shot. They're budget knights.
I call, like, I really think, like, it's budget knights, or you can think of them as premium horsemen. That's the only way you can look at Chevalier Confrère.
I can't look at them at premium horsemen if they cost almost 100 gold.
But like, Hobblears are horsemen. They cost gold. It's not 100 gold, by the way. That's an exaggeration.
Yeah. Sue me.
Stop like cooking the books. Oh yeah, like, you know.
I can already hear Boltune again and being like, classic misinformation, crackety.
Bet you don't even know how much those pilgrim boats cost.
They're free.
They get a boat for free? Okay, this Civ is broken.
The boat is their legs. It's the sea legs.
Sea legs or sea lag? Oh my god.
Ooh.
Valdemar is playing with fire.
Oh,
there's so many boats.
Playing with fire though. There's about to be a demo ship coming out.
There's an archer ship coming. Hey! I'm gonna be in your base and stay in your base. Wait, no. Okay, he does move in correctly.
I mean, there's already 8 Springle ships out now. Myriad also going into archers behind this.
All right, that demo ship got stage fright. We're like, all right, Timmy, it's your time to perform. Oh my god.
Yay. No.
Like, you want me to press this button, right? No, Timmy.
Pull
it's fine,
lever.
though. That's more of a pull my finger moment. I mean, Myriad doesn't even need demos to win now, is the sad part for Valdemar.
Yeah, water's getting cleaned up now.
He's winning on land, right? Well, he has killed those pilgrims.
I mean, there's now 7 archers for Myriad, 6 for Valdemar. About to be more for Myriad.
Hear me out. Valdemar would have been more competitive if he picked Byzantines.
On water?
Expilatoris. If you kill pilgrims, you get paid.
Sure.
Just got to play the long con, my friend. Play the long con.
Bonus damage on the pilgrim is going to pay off.
No, it's the gold, my friend. Like, the gold. He can't stop paying you.
Yeah. It's just adding on to it.
Yeah, you know, you just need that. You know that guy with all the limes, the lemon limes picture? He's like, he can't hold on to them. You just replace all the limes with pilgrims. Like, I just got all these pilgrims.
Oh, we're even getting sacred pilgrimage in?
Oh, God. This is... I just... Like, how do you hold here?
You don't. It's just more and more units coming in. Actually, I'm not sure. Myriad's kind of like stepping off the gas pedal here a little bit.
There's men at arms getting added in as well. So stop the spears. I mean, he's 1 water. So really all you need now is a villager sneaking out and just build up a dock.
Get a dock. Yeah. Yeah, water's now completely cleaned up. You can, in theory, delete like half the ships, population space-wise. Just have them patrol the shoreline.
Mm-hmm. More transporting ships are doing well. 2 pilgrims a pop.
Now it's actually starting to get a little bit dangerous.
It's a lot of longbows. I'll give him that.
Yeah, like Myriad needs to like really push into the archer play now. Either mass archer play or the mass chevalier play. He's got a lot of gold.
Maybe just mass horseman. The amount of food you've got, like it'll give you blob quicker than chevalier because horseman should be. I think it ends up being 15 seconds. Chevalier is 23.
Yeah. I mean, the golden comes kind of like completely stopped now, but Myriad, he's moving all the way out to the other gold. So he should still be able to have access. Valdemar, I feel like he might be moving out a little bit too far. He might find himself in a position with a point of no to speak.
I mean, longbows, this is always the big risk. It's why you see people not really circling the base as much these days on land maps.
Yeah, I think Valdemar's about to find out why.
Undermesh is still 30 seconds out as well. Only one Chevalier. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is doomed. That's exactly what Valdemar did not want to see in this moment. Men-at-Arms gets ignored. Chevalier go for the dive. It's going to be longbow swept. And from there, that should just be game.
Yeah. Cleaning up the entire longbow count there, or at least a good part of them. Even more archers coming in. Valdemar down to just 12 longbows.
I mean, if he had some sort of eco-scaling, I could believe there's a small percentage chance. But he hasn't moved on the stone. He doesn't have Castle Age coming.
And
the docks are now set up for Myriad.
Yeah, he's just taking
and
the
by the
entire
way,
area there.
Click on those docks. Check the fishing boat production speed. Why is this a thing?
24.
Why?
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's quicker than China.
Yeah, it is. It legitimately is. China only 10%, was nerfed from 20%. Attack speed at least coming in here.
Just ignore the knights. They don't exist. I mean, I don't know what we do when all the archers are dead, but just ignore the knights.
For now, we ignore them.
Oh,
okay.
There we go. 5 longbows left. Optimal.
Very efficient. Clean.
And now we shoot from behind our defenses. Wait, come back. Wait, come back.
Yeah.
So, we are going to see that third. Yep. And I think this, like, no one's shocked by this outcome. Maybe some people didn't know about the fishing boat speed. That was the big revelation. But outside that, Knights Templar, ladies and gentlemen.
On water. Pretty good civ. I can recommend Knights Templar as a water civ. Wholeheartedly.
Historically, they were very good on the water.
They needed to be, yeah.
Yeah, because they spent so much time getting their asses kicked and having to leave the Middle East via water and come back. So, like, historically, it is accurate. But that means we are going to get the pick you predicted is going to be the Abbasids up against Shushi for game number 3.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Abbasid up against Shuji's Legacy. I know Valdemar's really good with Abbasid. He knows the timings in and out when it comes to his age. Like, that's the thing with Abbasid. Not being able to rush up the age up means that you have to really know certain timings. Like, what can you get away with? Like, when you age up, sometimes you need to make military units, sometimes you don't. Valdemar knows the situations where he needs to make military units during age up, before age up, and just to be able to ensure that the age up is going to be coming in at a position that he's comfortable with. Shuji's Legacy, this is interesting for me because I haven't seen Shuji's Legacy being played a lot since the patch. I'm not quite sure if you still want to go for Pro Scout with them. They're still a very, I want to say, kind of like do-it-all type civilization. Like, you don't need to go for the Pro Scout. You can go 2TC. You can just go for the all-in Jugnu Rush. I'm wondering which one it's going to be here. Because in theory, you get like a direct path to your opponent's base on Frisian Marshes.
That's what I was going to say. Jugnu rushes usually feel really good on this map because everything's linear in motion. It's very hard to kind of stab in from the sides. It's not like Dry Arabia where it can hit you from the east or the west. Like, there is one way you can come from, so you're quite predictable. The other interesting thing here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I watched Valdemar versus Kiliadi. They played in midweek muster, and Kiliadi had House of Lancaster. And Valdemar played a really good Abbasids against them. Like, almost was able to beat them. So, like, it's kind of surprising he didn't maybe... I think that's, like, kind of surprising that he actually banned out Hall and didn't pick it in that regards. But this matchup, Shushi, what I've been seeing in most of my games is still Pro Scouts FC. a lot of Pro Scouts FC. It just seems to be the go-to. Lancer play, I think there are certain civs that can justify it on this map. There are others that it just feels weird, if that makes sense, because unless your opponent cares about relics, how are you getting to the base? But with like Shu Shi, as you well know, same with China, you get so many heavy cavalry units, you can make it work.
Yeah, I want to say there's a big asterisk to that, though, and that's mainly where the Abbasid come in, with the camel on knees, with the spears, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it there. I think, honestly, just the best play is probably to go for just normal Jugunu all in, get the Rams in, make sure your opponent can't go for a second TC. As long as your opponent's not going for a second TC, you should be in a fine spot.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's the timing as well, because if you compare it to when you play as the Chinese, there's an interesting implication. Like when you play as China, you have to spend an extra 600 resources to get into your Chuganu, which is the equivalent of like what 7.5 Chug. So like a Shu Shi, you're actually a lot more aggressively tuned, even more because of the discount you get on going feudal. But looking in, little check-in and update on the brackets. I believe CSO versus sort of is already underway. Interesting early lead for CSO there. Still BO3s, by the way. It's only BO5s that are going to be... Decided's rather going to be BO5. So a lot of Swift series here. Gully did get 2-0 by Dumu. Historically, no surprise there. I feel like Dumu, his playstyle just always seems to be good against Gully. Dragoman versus Scatbrained also going all the way, no surprise. Cat versus Elyona's going to be an intriguing one. My instincts say Cat. I think Cat has got some really solid players. He's really leveled up in the last few months. And other side of the bracket, Kiliadi versus Miyomaika, I think, is going to be quite comical. A lot of people probably already think Kiliadi 2-0.
Nah, Miyomaika, he's wild. The thing is, Miyomaika is what Kiliadi used to be. No macro, you just bang your head against the keyboard, you spam units, you go on the aggression non-stop, and hope that it works.
Oh, he's that to an extreme, though, because Miyomaika's whole play strategy is genuine cheese. Like, practically every strategy he has is a cheese in some way or form. But he does it so well, it breaks some of the best players.
It's not cheese if it works consistently.
Then it's the fromage.
It's microwave cheese.
Oh, God. No, it's that plasticky cheese that you put on your cheap hamburgers.
It's atomically charged cheese.
It's been matured over 20 years. At this point, it has poison in it. You will die if you encounter this cheese.
It's not mold, it's flavor.
Which is what worries me, because he doesn't play blue color, so you can't even be blue cheese. It's disappointing. But yeah, that should be an interesting series. Lucifer leading against Starflark. Like, no offense to my boy Starflark, I think that is just going to be the most likely 2-0 of everything on our screen next to the Dimmu Gully Decker one. But no surprise that I think Lucifron was the highest seed here, if I'm not mistaken, based on the ATR.
Adds up, yep.
Yeah, so I think Dimmu fell down a little bit to like 10th or 11th seed on ATR.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited for this one. Abbasid versus Shuji. Like, this is really, like, still a tough one for Shuji, I want to say. Like, if the push fails in any kind of, like, meaningful way, you're, like, immediately out of it. It's very hard to come back. That's the case. Then again, this map also can have some wild spawns for Meditation Gardens.
It can also have some of the worst spawns I've seen for Meditation Gardens. Like,
yeah, either or.
There's no in between. Let's find out. Hopping into the deciding game between Myriad and Valdemar. Myriad in the green is Shushi, and Valdemar with his signature civ in the yellow. Give me the Abbasids.
Ooh, this is a good spawn. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so we're getting a dock placement in a pond. Yeah, I like this. I think B was like the first one to do this.
Yeah, it's B, Anatand. They done it back and forth between them. I think Kat got involved as well. Love that Valdemar is just taking a leaf out of their book. It's really, really valuable. Only 75 wood per dock drop.
Yeah. So you can actually afford putting a lot of these docks up in all the individual ponds. That's really, really nice. But Myriad, I'm looking at his base, and he's got a fairly decent spawn there for a Meditation Garden in front of his base. If he's able to line them up correctly, he can get, like, double berries, or at least clip part of them with gold and stone.
You know, with our incoming VR experience, Age of Empires 4. We went over in an earlier series, like, having to like, yeah, all the Connect details, like, if you want to trebuchet, you literally have to throw rocks at your screen. If you want to get a meditation garden up, you are mandatorily required to meditate, make very loud hum noises as you build it.
If you don't have a Chinese gong inside of your home, then unfortunately you're not allowed to place that landmark.
Yeah, I know it sounds like gatekeeping, but it's actually just historical authenticity. Sorry. I mean, it's the same with, like, the Abbasids. If you don't actually own a camel, you can't pick them. Valdemar, he imported 2 camels from the Middle East, which, if you know anything about Danish import tax, wasn't cheap.
Yeah, it's sort of like a white elephant. Like, the just upkeep is kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. And
like, it's weird keeping them in the apartment as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, he's got a really chill landlord, though, that allows it.
Well, the nice thing is he lives near the coast, so he can kind of make the camels feel like they're at home because they just go to the beach.
Yeah. He transports goods from coast to coast with him. That's why he only does coaching on the weekend, because that's his normal day job.
And it's a recent importation as well. When he realized the camels could run that fast, he's like, I'm going to buy more of them.
Yeah, with the tolls rising, interest has gone up in the camel trade business again.
That's the thing. Like, Trump's got everyone checking the back of, like, cargo shipping holds and everything, but never inspects the camels.
I don't know why, but they just make it through.
It's just, obviously you have to go over the initial hump. Which is getting them, buying them. But anyway, we have got the sheep hole looking pretty good for both players. Valdemar, he did get scouted already, so this is known about. I mean, this is great for Uchuganu timing then.
Yeah, I mean, he sees everything here that's going on. He knows no age up yet. He hasn't seen the dock, but maybe he's going to go around it. He knows that something's up just by the timing that's coming in. Oh, we're getting the trade wing.
Camels? I told you,
Camels.
This man, he's got them in real life. He's got to have them in game. Now, interesting thing, actually, having camels in real life is more efficient for Valdemar because he doesn't have to armor them. That's where the real pricing comes in on camels. We might get it here, actually. Against horsemen? Even actually against chicken.
Yeah, I mean, Jugunu only do... Yeah, they're going to do 1 damage.
Yes. Okay,
so 3
this is...
You're going to need 20 Jugunu to one-tap a camel trader.
This is
That's
the best
absurd.
matchup for Armored Caravan that exists. Has to be. Finally.
It's a little bit insane.
It is comical because before the change to camels, Armored Caravan was just absolute trash. It was kind of meaningfully useful in Castle Age, but...
it was 5 armor, though.
Yeah, but now it's free. So, like, the moment they made the change, like, so I don't get eco-scaling like I used to, and I only get free armor. I'll pass.
Oh, man, this is going to be interesting. Though, is Myriad going for the Jugunu play yet, though? Doesn't look like it. He's got a lot of villagers. No, it's going to be pro scouts from him.
So interesting backstory in Myriad as well. In his spare time, to be able to pay his rent, because rent is very expensive in the UK, he actually deals in antique repeater crossbowmen.
Yeah.
Not the crossbows, the people.
Oh, yes.
That took a much darker turn.
Where does he source them from, KP?
We're going to get the channel banned, aren't we?
We'll stop there. Alright, here we go.
Wait. Ah, I see what's happening here. Myriad, he's actually going pro scouts because he's hungry.
Oh my god. That took a second.
You think he wouldn't be with 60 food income, but that's a bloody good meditation garden. And yeah,
it is really good, yeah.
Okay, wait, is he going racks to answer the camels? He is. Oh, wait. Yeah, because apparently these guys take bonus from spears. Wait,
Which is weird. Wolves? Normal traders don't, but these traders do.
I just realized...
It's baked into the camels.
These are like so much worse than standard traders against wolves. Look at his health bar.
Why did he lose that much HP to the wolf, though?
Because a wolf hits for... Is it 4? 5?
No, it's 3, but he has fast attack speed.
Oof.
Like a wolf hits for 3, but he has like a golem double attack.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And you only have 60 HP. All right, time to get armored caravans.
Oh, man. This is about to get comical. 3 armor.
It's tempting.
It's
terrible against spearmen, but it's tempting.
I mean, the horsemen aren't going to do anything about them. And they're still a lot faster than the spearmen.
All right, and they're also very cheap. So the play here is you get armored caravans, and then you use them in the fight against Chuganu.
Yeah.
I mean, if I lost to that, I'd just resign.
I mean, the economy is great for Valdemar at the moment, I'm not going to lie.
Look at just how quick they are. They do give less gold than standard traders. That was the balance point, so that the movement speed wouldn't be broken.
Yeah, but at the same time, your traders are already cheaper baseline, so they still pay off the gold part for them with, like, 1 trip.
Yeah, and in fairness, they needed to give less. Like, it was so important of a change, because this early on, if they move that fast with full trade amount, how do you counter it? Like, by the time you counter it, it would be reminiscent of old Silver Tree build. You know when trade used to have the trick, where you could just, like, one-end it?
Myriad, he's seeing the villager, trying to get another dock up.
Now, that guy does not have free armor.
Yeah.
And neither does that guy.
Now we're seeing the horsemen try and do damage against the... Okay, no, they're not.
They were
so want to see the attempt.
Overwhelmed by the camels, they couldn't even see them.
There we go. It's without the armor yet. They already don't do a lot.
No. That scout right now is doing 0.8 damage per strike.
Ooh, Myriad doesn't have that many units here.
Yeah, and Chuganu are already here. I mean, you might not have many, but, like, can you protect them? It's only 2 Chu. Come on, it should be... Oh, they're gone. All right, this feels a bit rushy from Myriad.
Yeah, and he also just lost the horseman there to a couple of spears. He's getting a lot of passive stone in as well. Maybe he could, like, sneak a villager up there, get an outpost up with an emplacement. But even that, it takes too long, I feel like, to kill the camels.
Yeah, it almost feels like Myriad is considering castle. Like, he's actually holding a lot of resources in reserve.
I'm not sure if he knows what he wants to go for. He's getting a lot of resources in. The deer are definitely, like, doing a good job for him here. He's able to keep up-ish with the overall income. But he's not really keeping up. Like, Valdemar's scaling better here. Like, do not be mistaken. This is much better right now for Valdemar, if there's something happening.
Maybe you could just mount the academy into Palace Guard spam?
No.
You don't think so? Not quick enough?
Because of chem launchers.
True. He hasn't started building them yet.
You can just, like, as soon as the age-up comes in, just getting 2 in is going to start being enough.
Okay. Oh, by the way, like, I think the new supervision, the supervision increase, it might just be a UI bug, but I remember I cast a sushi game recently where, like, that didn't work.
Oh, you have to, like, stop the supervision.
No, I know that, but a guy done that and it didn't work still. So
really,
yeah, I'll have to test that. I kept forgetting to.
Yeah, but anyway. Then again, game never fails to surprise sometimes in these aspects.
I mean, just look at crossbows in the current meta. Horseman, nice intercept there. Valdemar, he's buying so much time with this move.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of time. Could have done a bit more there as well, I feel like. I'll get an outpost up instead. I mean, Myriad, the timing is slipping more and more for him. It starts becoming really, really dangerous. And just judging by the amount of food that he has, I can't help but feel that he actually wants to go for a Castle Age play. Which I think is just really, really not good here for him right now. Valdemar, he's leading by 13 economy units at the moment.
If he'd been doing it...
are fishing ships that are idle because they depleted the fish.
Yeah, if he'd been doing it like a minute and a half ago, I think I can kind of see the plan for Myriad. But now, look at the size of the army. Like, it's actually kind of worrisome. You could easily get dove as you tech at this rate. No armored caravans. We don't need it. There's no one killing us. Gonna move towards the boats.
Yeah, this is the point in time now where you can actually start, like, doing damage to the economy. Just don't take the fight.
Whoa. Hold up. Myriad.
Oh, this could be really bad.
This is dangerous. Spearmen are going to pull away. Okay, but there's no retreat now. There's no retreat. He has to stand his ground here. The demo cuts him off. There's nowhere to run. He has to target fire down. So repeat crossbows does clear it up. But you needed every piece of firepower onto that back line. And you missed it.
So many. Oh no, this is really bad. This is really, really bad.
He wasn't reinvesting. Like, he's putting it into a tech up, a castle play, but with no standing army now, Valdemar can just barrel across the map while also teching himself.
Yeah, this was an unnecessary fight for Myriad, I want to say. Like, just try and run around a little bit more.
You wanted to get the Fitbit hours in? Like, look threatening, I guess, is what you're going for?
Take the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to just pull like 5-6-ish Jugunu and try and just look at that. Immediately, the walls are coming in now as well from Valdemar after winning that fight.
I mean, he's got to. Valdemar's got to make sure the Lancers don't shut him down. The other crazy thing is, like, what was the value of playing towards that dog? Because it is expired.
Yeah, no value there. I think, like, he might have wanted to go for the traders, but it was just a little bit too slow.
I know Valdemar deleted the fish around that time, so there's a possibility Myriad scouted, saw fishing boats, went great, and then Valdemar deletes it, and by the time you realize it's worth nothing, you've already gone too deep. Either way, it's kind of brutal. He does have PG spam on the way. There's the camel arch queue up, but honestly, the camels aren't even needed now as much because of this tech timing. Like, he will be ready to defend with crossbows when the first PG arrive.
He's slowly adding in more and more of these traders now as well. And military wing also means that he's going to have access to composite bows. Mm-hmm. And composite bows is just really good. It suddenly takes the matchup from Jugunu kill archers and flips it on its head. Because archers get more damage than Jugunu from an age up.
Yeah.
And they suddenly attack a lot faster. They're also tankier with boot camp or Abbasid, and suddenly the archers just beat Jugunu.
This worrisome Myriad, and if he just goes mass PG, honestly, if you need a static defense, Gulam's fantastic, but otherwise, even just having the archers, because of the lower armor of PG, it can work quite well. And he's actually getting armored caravans. I don't...
A little bit late. Would have preferred it earlier. It's cheap.
Oh, hit on the gold.
Safe a save. Yeah, but he can't fight here, I feel like.
I don't know. This looks cursed. The horseman... Oh my god, the spearman went to the east side. They're wasting a lot of time on the camel. Spears now arrive. Archers are going to hold him up. This may have just been a little bit premature of an attempt to defend. I don't even know why. I mean, I know goal is nice, but you've got traders behind this.
Yeah, the upgrades just weren't in yet for Valdemar. Suddenly, Myriad able to take a pretty decent fight there.
Still, he needs to follow up here. He's only got one shell and one count in the field, so not a lot of relic pull. The walls are still going up, so the trade's going to get safer and safer. And remember, he's still got 3 docks with fishing boats.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he might have no docks with fishing boats. Like, wait.
No,
he's got 10 idols somewhere.
I think there's still the TC, yeah. Yeah, it's the gold villagers. He's just getting a mangonel in now. Oh man, these horsemen are getting their value in.
It's a tricky thing. Myriad needs literally every troop he can get because he's out-ecoed. His military on the front is never going to be big for long compared to his opponent.
Oh man, like, he finds the camels and they just run away from his army and they're so fast he can never catch up to them. That's a tragedy.
You know what the real ego flex is? To offset the less gold you get, you trade diagonally. You're so fast, who cares? Mango,
oh my god.
That's a beautiful hit straight away.
That was a big hit there, yeah.
Follow up. Could be just as good. Myriad dodges most of it. Houseguard are going to dive in for the kill. Now are stuck here. So his aggression is going to get shut down.
Not getting cleaned up.
Out of this, what has he got? 1 relic? Yeah, 1 relic.
He does have +2 pierce armor in.
True, but there's
no
crossbows.
+2 pierce damage. Yeah. I mean, the fight could have gone a lot worse. It already went really bad, but could have gone even worse.
Yeah, like, you know, the house is on fire, your dog died, your wife left you, but you've still got your toaster.
Yeah, exactly. You got the toaster and the bathtub.
Mm-hmm. She even left half a loaf of only slightly molded bread.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. Chop that off.
Just eat around it.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you like mushrooms, eat into it.
Take a big bite out of it.
Well, we're about...
Show that mushroom you're not afraid of.
About to see more than just a little nibble, by the way, coming from the Abastas. He did just get the second trait tech. So, inflating.
Looking good there, looking good. Oh, only one relic taken back yet so far. Valdemar now also looking for relics.
If you have cheese that has a bit of mold on it, do you, like, throw the cheese out or just chop it off?
I recently read that eating around the mold doesn't work because of the spores, so...
So just eat through it? Oh, okay, throw it out.
Yeah.
That's going to be expensive for my cheese.
Unless you've got something to prove. In that case, you chop right through it.
Okay, I love these lances. This is such an important detail. Check Myriad's vision.
Yeah, he doesn't see anything here. He needs something like an outpost there. He's just blind.
Or just
either that
scout.
or his scout.
Yeah, just a scout would solve this. It's such a key detail in Prison.
Oh, he's killing the scout from Valdemar, potentially. Yeah.
We see all we need to now, brother. Easily able to carve up a few. If he finds that fishing.
And he already knows about the fishing.
Yeah, like at this point in the game, you assume there's fishing.
Oh, he scouted it out with a scout.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah. Wait, sorry. I didn't see the scout. He's camouflaged. This is why playing yellow should be illegal. Just meld into the gold.
Yeah, green and yellow.
Yeah. I mean, Myriad, he's the reason he's losing this game, Crackety, is because he didn't hug the trees enough.
Reminds me of that cheat in Age of Empires 1 where where your archers turn into trees when they're standing still.
I like to think Red Alert 2 took inspiration from that with the Mirage tank. Like, yo, this is a great idea. You know what really tilt them? They can't see us.
They're in the trees.
That's going to be the next thing added to Age of Empires 4. A civ that just can camp in trees.
Oh, man.
They get longbow range.
Outpost now coming up.
And he attacks the outpost. Okay, there we go. Does go for him. Cancel on the siege. Valdemar says, what the hell are you doing in my neighborhood? You better step up. You better square up.
Still looking really rough.
So many archers.
There's 14 crossbows.
I mean, even if this was just archers alone with the constant bows, there is a nest of bees. What was that?
It's a nerf nest of bees.
Yeah, it also started firing on the Lancer. It wasted a whole flurry. He just doesn't care. I mean, a single nest of bees against boot camp. What is it going to do? This is like one of those nervous, scrawny people who's never shot a gun before, being like, get back! I'm warning you!
No step closer!
And then they end up shooting themselves in the toe, you know?
Yeah.
Myriad has got a second relic.
This is just...
Wololo in the stealth forest. Come on,
I mean, there's no way anymore, I feel like. There's...
Well, there was the Wololo in the stealth forest.
Yeah, that was the only way, but realistically...
He didn't know.
Ain't no way.
All right, here we go. So no, this is how you do it, Crackety. You sandwich from both sides, body of iron, Wololo.
I think you overvalue body of iron a little bit there. It was great until they removed the pierce armor.
He did it, body of iron! Oh, God. I like how proud he looks afterwards when he goes into combat mode, like, and I got them! But I didn't.
I would have gotten away with it too. If it weren't for you meddling kids.
Good guy Valdemar, just proving that his father was a shepherd, herding all of these poor Shushi peasants towards the meat grinder. Now, if you're wondering why Myriad hasn't GG'd, doesn't look as grim as that game.
How many traders Valdemar's on? For all he knows, it could still just be the 3 traders from the landmark, right?
That's true. He must be at what? I want to say 20? 25?
25. Yeah. He added in the second market, so
wait,
it must
does
be
camel handling work?
There we go.
There we go. GG comes out. Locked in. Valdemar moves on. Myriad will have to try it again tomorrow. By the way, just had a thought. Does camel handling work on the traders?
I think it does. It should.
Yeah, because the category is it's just all camels, no?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you make them even faster? Yep.
You know what's weirder as well? Is that Desert Raiders get it for Byzantines.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they like auto unlock it with like camel riders that get it.
Yeah, but
do they also get infantry support?
But
I wonder.
I'm pretty sure, like, wait, but you can't get it on Iabids, no? The camel.
I'm
handler.
not sure.
I'm pretty sure you can't. So Byzantines are better desert raiders. Okay, another reason to nerf them. But yeah, like this series, Valdemar, he just got his signature pick in the end. I mean, we expect it to come out, and it's also like, in fairness to Myriad, it's a new type of trader. It's very hard to kind of gauge how impactful it's going to be.
Yeah, I agree.